welcome back to Chasing Shadows. Go ahead and throw your headphones on because before we jump in today's fresh roundup of mysteries, I'm going to take a moment for some sad news, but important news that's hitting the extraterrestrial community pretty hard. Erich von Däniken, the Swiss author who basically launched the modern ancient astronaut theory with his bestseller in 1968, Chariot of the Gods, passed away on January 10th this month at the age of 90 in a hospital in Unterseen, Switzerland. His family, representatives, and official website have confirmed it, with tributes pouring in from fans, researchers, and even critics worldwide. Von Däniken wasn't just a writer. He was a pioneer who asked the question that still echoes today. Was God an astronaut? In Chariots of the Gods and dozens of his follow-up books, he argued that ancient civilizations like the Egyptians, Mayans, and builders of sites such as the pyramids, Easter Island, Moai, and Pumapunku received help from advanced extraterrestrial visitors, technology, knowledge, even genetic influence. He sold over 70 million copies worldwide, inspired the History Channel's Ancient Aliens series, where he was a staple, and influenced everything from sci-fi films like Stargate and Prometheus to countless UFO researchers and enthusiasts. For those of us who chase these shadows, von Däniken lit the spark. He encouraged millions to look at ancient wonders with wonder instead of rigid answers, to question history, and to consider that we might not be alone in our origins. Sure, he faced criticism. Scientists called it pseudoscience, pointed out factual issues, and debated the implications. But he never stopped pushing people to think bigger about our place in the cosmos. Rest in peace, Erich. Your ideas help to make the impossible feel possible, and they'll keep inspiring us as we keep chasing those shadows. Thank you for the questions you left behind. Now, with that in mind, because his work ties so closely to the extraterrestrial mysteries we're still unpacking today, let's dive into what's lurking now. Let's start with something straight out of a horror movie that's very real and very recent. On January 6th, police in Delaware County, Pennsylvania arrested 34-year-old Jonathan Gerlach at Mount Moriah Cemetery near Philadelphia. They caught him walking away from the historic site with a crowbar and a burlap bag stuffed with human remains, specifically the mummified bodies of 2 small children, 3 skulls, and other bones. This wasn't a one-off either. Investigators say Gerlach had been raiding graves for months, from early November 2025 through early January. They searched his home in Ephrata, Lancaster County, and a storage unit, finding over 100 full or partial sets of human remains, more than 100 skulls, long bones, mummified hands and feet, 2 decomposing torsos, and even jewelry and clothes taken from graves. Some of these were over 200 years old, pulled from mausoleums and vaults he allegedly pried open. He's facing nearly 500 charges, 100 counts each of abuse of a corpse and receiving stolen property, plus burglary, trespassing, desecration of historical burial sites, and many more. Bail set at $1 million, and he's still in custody with no new charges as of today. Police believe he targeted older graves, some from the 1800s, but a few were more recent. One even still had a pacemaker attached. Investigations continue into possible connections into other cemetery thefts, like in Luzerne County. And here's the creepiest part. Reports link him to an Instagram account called Ledger of the Dead. And he's been part of online groups selling or trading human bones as collectibles. Ethicists are calling it a disturbing trend, where remains get fetishized or turned into jewelry on the black market. Authorities are still trying to figure out the motive. Was it personal collection, sale, or something darker? Neighbors are stunned, and families of those buried there are heartbroken. This case is a reminder of how the shadows can turn sacred ground into a nightmare. Now shifting to the skies, the mystery around interstellar comet 3I Atlas just got a little bit weirder. This is the third confirmed object from outside of our solar system, spotted in 2025. It made its close Earth pass in December and is heading for a Jupiter flyby in March. Scientists say it's a natural comet with an unusual tail, but theories of artificial origins or alien tech have lingered. And now, the CIA responded to a FOIA request about any records on 3i Atlas with a classic Glomar reply. They can neither confirm nor deny the existence or non existence of records. That's the same line they use for ultra sensitive classified stuff, where even admitting files exist or not could reveal methods or secrets. Harvard's Avi Loeb called it surprising, given NASA's public stance that it's definitely natural. And this has UFO researchers fired up. Why go Glomar on a harmless comet? It fuels speculation, hidden assessments, potential threat monitoring, ties to broader UAP disclosure pushes, like lawyer Daniel Sheehan's calls for the UAP Act. No smoking gun, but the secrecy is tantalizing. If there's more to this visitor than ice and dust, the shadows around it are getting darker. Now, let's go full conspiracy mode on something that's exploding online. Claims that the US deployed a powerful sonic weapon during the January 3rd raid that captured Nicolas Maduro. Eyewitness accounts from a purported Venezuelan security guard loyal to Maduro describe a one-sided massacre. US forces, about 20 elite troops from helicopters backed by drones, overwhelmed hundreds of defenders. Radar systems shut down mysteriously. Then came explosions, precision fire, and then the weapon. The guard says they'd launched something like a very intense sound wave. High-pitched, head-splitting pressure that made soldiers' heads feel like they were exploding from the inside. People started bleeding from the nose, vomiting blood, convulsing and collapsing, unable to stand or fight. No US casualties reported on the ground. The guard called it terrifying tech, unlike anything we've fought before, and said it changed everything, warning Latin America not to mess with the US. These claims went mega viral after White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt reposted an interview clip on X with "Stop what you're doing and read this." Outlets like Daily Mail, Fox, New York Post are running with it, drawing parallels to Havana syndrome. Going positive on the theories, if it's real, this could be next level non-lethal tech. Classified Black Project acoustics, maybe LRAD on steroids, microwave hybrids, or even reverse engineered from UFO UAP programs. It explained the overwhelming advantage, no casualties, and the shockwave across the region. Disinformation like AI fakes and repurposed videos suggest a cover-up to hide the weapon's existence. Either way, if sonic or directed energy devices like this are in play, it proves governments have shadow tools that bend reality. Mind-blowing for defense, but a chilling glimpse into what lurks in the arsenal. Before we wrap up, a heartbreaking update on the Chicago disappearance we covered last time. 53-year-old special education teacher Linda Brown was found deceased in Lake Michigan on January 12th near 31st Street. Her body was recovered after she went missing early January. Last seen walking toward the lakefront pedestrian bridge. The Cook County Medical Examiner's autopsy, completed on the 13th, ruled the death a suicide by drowning. Toxicology results are pending. This is not the outcome anyone hoped for. Her family released a statement saying they're heartbroken, but grateful she's been found and she can be brought home. In the online true crime communities and on social media, there's been a noticeable shift. A lot of people are now apologizing to her husband Antoine or expressing regret for jumping too quick to judgments early on, including myself. Especially after surveillance footage clarified she walked away alone amid her struggles. It's a reminder that speculation can spread fast in cases like this, but compassion and closure matter most. Our thoughts are with Linda's family, students, and loved ones. Rest in peace. And that's what's lurking now: gruesome trades in the dark, government secrets in the stars, sonic horrors in the shadows, and a tragic resolution to one woman's story. Thanks for joining me on this episode, and let me know in the comments which story chilled you the most. And remember, stay curious, stay safe, and don't worry, my show isn't recorded at a frequency that is going to make your head feel like it's exploding and eyes bleed. Until next time.